Hi there, I'm Ryan Besso. I'm from the Mobility Shop, and you may remember me from such video reviews as Pirate, building up a rollator, Doctor Who coming out of the TARDIS, and more recently, Empire State of Mobility, which is currently gaining a lot of views on YouTube, so check it out if you get a chance. They're pretty funny videos. But today, I want to be a bit more serious and talk to you about the Quip Duo rollator / transit chair. You know, there's quite a few videos that are pretty much self-explanatory, but this one here, you know, we want to devote a bit of time to show you how many benefits this chair has and go over it properly. So forgive me if it's not as entertaining as the last ones. Basically, the Duo, which is also a transit wheelchair as well as being a rollator walker, it has quite a few benefits. Obviously, a rollator walking frame, as you may or may not know, you've got handbrakes that you can press. You can take a seat. You can store things in the basket underneath. It's like got a little pouch under there. It's got nice 8-inch wheels, which allows the person to use them outdoors, maybe on grass or rougher terrain. Now, a rollator allows a person to lean on the frame and walk, being supported, and because they fold up, you can put this in the boot of a car quite easily. They don't weigh too much, they weigh around 5-6 kilograms. Now, important to know is a rollator, they've been around for about 10, maybe a little bit longer years, but what we've noticed people doing is sitting down on it and scurrying like this. Now, yes, technically, you know, because you can actually physically do this, people go, well, I can do it. Problem is, they're not designed for it. They're designed for static weight. Any dynamic weight, any moving while you're on it, it puts a lot of pressure on the front weld of the front caster. Problem is, over about the last 5 years of myself being working here, I've seen numerous wheels snap completely off the frame because it's not designed for that sort of momentum. Now, I can't stress enough how important it is to not use a standard walking frame as a transit wheelchair. There's a reason they make transport wheelchairs. There's a reason they make wheelchairs in general. It's because they want to push people around. And the reason they're heavier and the reason people love rollator frames to do it is because they're so light. They say, well, it's so much lighter and more compact than a wheelchair. Well, of course it is. You know, I mean, it's designed for a heavier duty, and that's the reason why a wheelchair is so heavy. If they could make them as light as a rollator, they would. But today what we have here is a compromise. Not only have you got a rollator frame for leaning on and support and everything, but, and I'll bring this closer so you can see, the backrest here has got little buttons. And what that allows us to do is remove it, and you'll say, yeah, well, some rollators allow you to do that anyway. Yeah, well, that's true. But you can then put it under here. On the other side, flip this, and you'll notice now it looks like this. It looks like a rollator with a foot support. This means I can now sit on here, put my legs up on like this, and have somebody wheel me around like so. So it's actually purpose-built to be both a rollator walking frame and a transit wheelchair. So you can basically have somebody sit in here and push them around as if they were in a wheelchair. Obviously, the advantages. The first advantage, it's lighter than carrying a wheelchair and a walker at the same time. So to have all this space in your boot, you've got one rehab product, now you've got to have another rehab product. Well, this is all in one. So you have this in the boot of your car, it takes the place of 2 products. Second thing, it's a lot more cheaper, a lot more cost effective, I should say, to buy this product than it is to buy 2 of the other things. Transit wheelchair, depending on how much you want to spend, you could spend anywhere between $150 and $500. A rollator frame, anywhere between $100 and say $300. This model at the moment on the Mobility Shop's online store is $225. Well, technically $224.95. but it's a lot cheaper than buying 2 products. Now this allows the person to also, third benefit, walk around like a walking frame, and suddenly they get tired, they're running out of energy. They say, look, I really can't walk around much longer. No problem, mum, no problem, grandma. We'll just flick this backrest across to here, fold down that leg support mechanism, and now you've got your wheelchair with you. So you're never caught out, you're never stuck without one or the other. You've always got both products at your fingertips. So that's the reason why these have become more and more popular. Now they've only been around for around 6 months now. They've gathered a lot of steam, and they are taking over as being a top choice for both a walker and a transit chair. They're on our website at the moment. Go to the walker section, or I should say rollator, walkers with brakes section, or our transit chairs section. It's in both locations because it is a both two-in-one product. So you can go to our website at www.mobilityshop.com.au and check it out online, or call us on 1300 133 505. You can give us a call, ask us a few more questions. As I said, go to our YouTube channel, check out some of our other product reviews, or check out our latest video clip. There'll be more coming up soon. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you online.